our dear brothers and sisters in Palestine. Most of us are aware of the history of Palestine. Hitler incinerated 6 million Jews. It was a Holocaust. Many of these Jews, they took shelter in Palestine. And our Muslim brothers in Palestine, they welcomed them with open hearts. They welcomed their cousins, the Jews, with open hearts. Come and take shelter in our home. They welcomed them. But what happened? Many years later, these same people who were welcomed by the Muslim brothers in Palestine, they take them out of their own home. They occupy their home. And when the Muslim brothers are crying, please give our home back, they are calling them as terrorists. And this is common. You see this happening many places in the world. We know that the Britishers, the French, the Portuguese, they occupied more than 2/3 of the world. Especially the Britishers. They occupied many parts of the world. They came to my country, India, and they called Bhagat Singh, when Bhagat Singh tried to take them out of India, they called him as the biggest terrorist at that time. They occupied USA, America, and when George Washington fought against for the freedom of the country, the Britishers called George Washington as terrorist number 1. We know the history of South Africa. Nelson Mandela, when he fought for his freedom, he was called as terrorist number 1 and imprisoned in Robben Island for more than 25 years. But we Indians, we call Bhagat Singh as a freedom fighter, not a terrorist. The Americans, they call George Washington not as a terrorist, but as one of the greatest freedom fighter. The South Africans, they call Nelson Mandela not as a terrorist, but one of the greatest freedom fighter. Same way today, when our Muslim brothers in Palestine, they are doing Fard Kifaya. They are protecting